The mirror moment is a really important thing we all need to have. I'll ask you this. When was the last time you looked in the mirror for more than a minute? Probably quite a long time ago, if ever. And when I say look in the mirror, I don't mean, oh, here's my mirror. How am I looking? Am I looking good for the day? How rubbish do I look? Is that a spot? What's my skin like? I don't mean that. I mean looking at yourself. Because did you know that your eyes are the gateway or the window to your soul? We talk about this, like look people in the eyes. Have you looked at yourself in the eyes? Well, I want to tell you about a time that I did, and it changed my life and why I base a lot of my coaching and leadership growth in the mirror moment. About 6 years ago, I went away on a retreat. I had 4 young children, and everyone said, Dolly, you must get away. You must have some quiet time on your own, away from the children. So I said, okay, everybody, I will. So off I went to a hotel, and I got to the hotel and was so discombobulated by not being with young children. I just sat at the dressing table and stared at the mirror. And really, I was just bored. There wasn't any profound meaning behind it. And I just sat there and saw myself. And I started with the obvious. Oh, I look tired. I look older. I've got a spot. Does my hair need doing? Whatever it is, just a bit of reflection on how I looked. But then I just sort of got transfixed staring at myself and seeing a human in front of me that I'd lost touch with. I've been so busy with the mechanics of childcare and the stuff I did every day. And as I looked at myself, I saw myself really objectively. And I saw something that was quite concerning. I saw a woman that was actually pretty forgotten. I saw a woman that had so much pioneering space in her and wasn't doing that. I saw a woman that was really vocal but didn't really know what to be vocal about. I just started seeing parts of myself that I've kind of ignored through the busyness of day to day. And I ended up looking at myself. I call it having a jolly good look. I had a jolly good look at myself for about half an hour. And in that time, I did cry and I did feel sad because I saw someone that was forgotten. And this isn't a story of, oh, I'm such a hidden voice. I'm so silent. I'm a woman. I'm lost. No, far from it. I just saw a human. It was nothing about being a woman. It was just about a human going, wow, I've been so distracted by the busyness of the day job that I've actually forgotten who and what I am and what I want to be. And so I made a commitment to that human, that person in the mirror that day. And I said, I'm not going to forget you. I'm going to create space for you. I'm coming after you. I'm going to do something different for you. And whilst that all sounds like great kind of Tony Robbins chat, like, oh my goodness, motivation, whoop, whoop, it actually started with a really small thing. I came back from that retreat and I said to my family, my stakeholders, I call them, because whenever we want change, we think of the key stakeholders. And I said, from here on out, from my mirror moment, I'm ring fencing a unit of time in the week for this part of me. And it just so happened that that unit of time for me and how it worked with my stakeholders was Wednesdays. I said, from now on Wednesdays, I'm not going to behave like I always have behaved. I'm going to do something different for that person I saw in the mirror. And what happened on that first Wednesday was I changed the rules, which we'll come on to in another subsequent chapter in my book. But the first chapter of my book is around this mirror moment, this taking stock, this time to see yourself as you truly are. And often when I'm working with teams or individual leaders, I take a mirror with me like this for their mirror moment to remember. But the mirror that I've got here is, you'll see, it's like one at the fairground. It's one you can contort. And actually, often we think we can see ourselves in the mirror. We think we know ourselves, but actually we don't. When we see ourselves, we're actually just seeing what everyone else roughly sees. We're seeing in part. But when you look at a true mirror, truly being honest, truly being brave enough to think, who is in that mirror? Who is looking at me? Are they okay? What's going on with them? When you can truly do that and be brave to do that, you will see a human that you didn't know existed. And that will be the starting point of the rest of your life. It's about getting in touch with yourself again. And I know it does sound a little bit woo-woo, but try it. Go to a mirror as soon as you can, where no one will distract you. Turn your phone off and look at yourself in the mirror. And do you know what might really help? And it is a little bit manipulative, but why not? Pop on some classical music, or pop on some music that helps you think deeply, that gets you into your soul. Because when you do that, it will further help you really see who you need to see. And when you get to that nub, that point of seeing yourself, you will know how to self-correct as a leader, as a team member, as a family member, as an individual.